Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Echo. In today's video, we're doing another TBR jar picks, my March TBR. So that's what's happening. Basically, it's just a bunch of prompts in this jar and I randomly pick one out and I have to get a book has whatever prompt thing that matches with it. Okay, that's basically what it is. I'm gonna be honest, a good portion of these are probably gonna be library books again, because, you know, I still have a lot of library books that I need to read. So, I will say one book that's kind of automatically on there because it's the first book I'm gonna read in March and I'm including it, is gonna be Blood Over Brighthaven. I'm just including it because it's gonna be the first book I read, and I've already decided that. So anyway, let's just get started on this. And hold on a second. Sorry, there was a hair in my mouth. And ooh, the one just jumped out on me, so we're gonna go with that one anyway. I was gonna say let's get into and pick one, but it decided for me. But anyway, let's see here. It says lowest on my TBR. So basically a book that that's not really one that I care to read the soonest, I guess. I guess we could do one that, like, just a book that I don't really think about, which is probably one that's gonna be the lowest on my TBR. Okay, I need to think about this for a minute, so I'm not gonna make you just watch me endlessly stare at my bookshelf, so I'll be right back. Okay, I finally selected one. It took me a second. Now this is going to be a surprising pick, but I'm being honest about it, and that is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is probably surprising because this is a very popular and, like, a lot of people really love this book. But I'm gonna be honest, I really never think about it. Like, I was looking at my shelves, I'm like, I never think about reading this book. Which is surprising. You'd think I would, but I just haven't. So I feel like this is a good pick for that, because I never think about reading it. So that this would make sense for that, you know? But I've heard really good things about this. This is like a book that takes place during World War II, and yeah, I've heard it is very, very sad, and I've also heard it's really good, so I am interested in reading it. Obviously, that's why I got it. That's also probably another reason why I don't, like, think about it too much. I got this book, like, I think pretty early last year. It was like kind of early last year-ish. So that's also probably why I don't think about this book a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna pick this one for the first, well, technically second, but basically the first book on my TBR. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead, pick another one. I got two. I just want one. Oh, this is one of my handwritten ones. Some of these I hand wrote because I thought about more prompts after I had already, like, typed them out on the computer and printed them out, and I didn't feel like doing that again, so I just wrote out. Oh, the longest book I own, which I think I already know what that one is, actually. It's this one, I believe. I don't think there's anything longer than this one. Alright, obviously, the longest book I own is this one, which is Priory of the Orange Tree, which is over 800 pages, I think? Yeah, it's a bit over, I think, well, this just shows timeline. When does the actual book end? I don't know. But this is over 800 pages, and it's obviously huge, as you can tell. But this is like a high fantasy book, you know? And it's obviously the longest book I own. So that's gonna be that one. I don't, oh, what the heck? What the heck? I just noticed this. Look at this. What happened to this cover? That wasn't because of me. I did not do that. There's also a little thing at the top here. What happened to this book? Okay, I don't know how that happened to it. I don't know if... I didn't think I got it like that. But I did not notice this was here before. That's kind of concerning. But we're gonna move on. Anyway. That's a little yikes. That's a little yikes. No. I don't think any of my other books are like that, because I looked at my other ones on that shelf earlier, and nothing was wrong with them. So I don't know why that's like that. I could probably fix it. It's fine. But anyway, that's strange. But let's pick our next one. By the way, before I get into the next one, I just want to know, do you guys want me to go more in depth about what all of these books are about when I make these videos? Because I really don't. I usually only go more in depth when I'm like reviewing a book on this channel, and I really don't go in depth. If you want me to go more in depth about these books, like in the future, in future videos, like in my TBR videos, let me know in the comments, because if you want me to, I will. I just don't, or I haven't. But anyway, let's just get into the next one. Okay, a book that reminds me of my favorite season. Well, my favorite season is spring. 'Cause it's the nicest season, obviously. What's like a springtime book, you know? Springtime, if for some reason I'm kind of thinking romance. Romance and spring just makes sense, but I guess romance also makes sense for summer too. I said this was gonna be mostly library books too, and so far it's been one library book. But that doesn't matter. I'm gonna pause for a second just so I can look at my shelf for a bit. Okay, I've decided to go with a romance because for some reason I just feel like, I don't know, I was between a few books, but I feel like I'm going with this one, you know? But anyway, I picked Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I don't know if this is super springy, but for some reason it just feels right, you know? But anyway, this is like, I don't think it's like an enemies to lovers. Yeah, it's like a rivals to lovers, I believe, because it says rivals on the back. Okay, but I think they both really like books and fall in love. I don't know, but that's this one. I read Beach Read by Emily Henry last year, and I really liked it. I really like the writing style. I've heard this seems to be like one of her... People seem to like this book not as much as her other ones, it seems. Like, it's kind of like iffy, because some people say like they see people like this book the best, and some people say they like this book, people say they like this book the worst or something. But from what I can tell, this seems to be like the lesser popular one of Emily Henry's books, just from what I can tell, though also People We Meet on Vacation, I've heard, is, like, not super duper popular. But I don't know. But I'm hoping this will be good, because I liked Beach Read. But I also heard Beach Read is, like, written very differently from the rest of her books. So, I don't know. We'll find out what I think about it. I think I'm putting that one in a video, so you'll see what I think about it then. But anyway, let's pick the next one. Get in here, and I'm picking up like all my handwritten ones. I don't know. Usually I'm only picking up like these ones which are like printed. But I don't know. Let's open this up. Okay, a book with a red book cover. Fantastic. This should be easy. Red. I have a few. I have a bunch right here, because that's my rainbow bookshelf, so I put the reds at the end. Could we have that's more orange than red, so I guess we would have to go with one of these ones. I think this isn't really red. Well, actually, is it? This is pretty red. There's a lot of red on this one, so I think I'm gonna go with it, specifically because I want to, and I've heard it's really good. I actually this was recommended to me on Instagram by one of my Bookstagram friends. So we're going with this one, because that's what I've decided. But anyway, this is Ace of Spades. Basically some sort of, I think it's like thriller? I'm pretty sure it is a thriller. But I've heard it's like really good. There are like content warnings in this for like racism and other stuff like that that's in the book. And apparently the author had written this when they were like in a pretty dark place, because I read their little note in the front. But I've heard it's very good, so that's why I'm reading it. But yeah, I'm giving such good descriptions, can you tell? I'm a 10 out of 10 descriptions for you, given to you by me, that are not actually good descriptions. They're horrible. But anyway, how many books do I have here? 2, 4, 5. So I have 5, so we'll do, I don't know how many books I want to put on my TBR, because I have like already 2 pretty long ones. I doubt I'm gonna actually be able to finish my TBR. I'm gonna be so for real with you. Doubt it. It's not gonna happen, okay? I'm being realistic with myself. But I don't know. We'll keep going still. Alright. Okay, a book that's not a New York Times bestseller. Well, let's take a look. I don't, do all New York Times bestsellers have that written on them, or do they not? I am gonna take a look at some of my books, and I'll check back in when I know which one I'm gonna pick. Okay, this is the only one that I knew pretty much for sure that it wasn't like New York Times bestselling, because I don't know for the rest of my books, okay? I don't know. But anyway, this is Song of the Dark by Bryn Sodarth. This has popped up in, I think, a few of my other TBR videos, but also apparently the sequel to this is, I'm pretty sure, coming out this month. So, better read it soon. But this is queer. This book is by like a very, like a little indie author, I'm pretty sure. They actually follow me on Instagram, which is pretty cool. But yeah, from what this book just sounds really good, because it's about this dude that's like immune to the siren song, and this goddess comes along and is like, hey, can you help all the mermaids are getting turned into sirens, and he's like, alright, I guess. So basically, he has to help figure out, like, why the mermaids are getting turned into sirens and help fix it with this dude. I think this is the main character, and I'm pretty sure this is his, like, rival, that they don't like each other, but they have to work together, and I'm pretty sure they fall in love, by the way. But, you know. Yeah. That's basically what this is. And, he discovers a bunch of magic and stuff. So, that's basically what this book is. But also, can I just say the cover's really pretty? I just want to mention that. It's really pretty. So, yeah, this is the only book, like, that I can know that is not, because I don't know which ones are New York Times bestsellers and which aren't, and I'm too lazy to look it up. It's too much effort. But anyway, how many I have? Okay, I keep counting. I think I'll do 3 more, which is my normal. So I'll have 9 books. Realistically, am I gonna finish 9 books? No. But when do I ever finish my TBR? The last month I actually read 3 books that were on my TBR, which go me, because usually I pretty much only read 1 book that's actually on my TBR. So that's improvement. It's amazing. Okay, oh, random number generator. Okay, I need to get my computer. So yeah, basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have a random number be picked, and then I'll count to whatever number book that is on my shelf, and then that's the book I shall read. So yeah, I will be back in a minute. Okay, I got another phone here. So I don't remember exactly how many books that I have on my TBR, so I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna just put 100, or oops, that says 200. I think I'm just gonna put 100, well, we'll put 120, because I don't remember how many books I actually have on my TBR. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna click generate. Okay, 63. Okay, I'm gonna pause it and count to 63 on my bookshelf so you don't have to watch all that, because I feel like that'd be very boring, just watching me count endlessly. But yeah, I will be right back, and I'll show you the book that got selected. Okay, I'm back. I've counted to the 63 that it picked, and we got The Kite Runner. This, I've heard it's very sad, also. But I've also heard it's very good. So, yeah. I don't remember exactly what this is about. I think it's about 2 boys that are, like, kind of living their life or something. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I don't remember. But stuff happens, and I've heard it's sad. So, but anyway, this is the book that got picked by doing that. And then we have 2 more to pick. And I'm gonna speed up a little bit, because this TBR video is getting, like, a lot longer than my normal ones, I think. Actually, is it? I think most of my TBR videos are around 20 minutes. I think. I don't remember. But anyway, we got, this one. Okay, ooh, I get a free pick. Oh, ooh, this is actually a little difficult, because there are some library books that I could use for a free pick, but I also want to read this one. And I'm gonna use my free pick for it. So, this is what we're getting. Anyway, this book is called Orphea and Eurydice, by Elise John. I don't know if that's how you say their name, but I don't know. But basically, this is like a gender swap Orpheus and Eurydice? Wait. Eurydice. It's a gender swap version of them, is what this is. So, Orpheus is Orphea, and Eurydice is Eurydice. I think that's how you say this name. But I think it's basically their story, but gender swapped a bit. But you know, I love me some Greek mythology inspired books. So we gotta go with this one. Okay. But anyway, the final one. The final book that is going to be picked is going to be, or well, not going to be, but is going to be this prompt. What is this? A Kindle Unlimited book. Do I want to do a Kindle book? Well, I mean, we can. I'll go with it. Well, I was saying because I did start the 5th season on Kindle Unlimited, but I have a bunch of other books that I'm indecisive. I think we'll include the Kindle Unlimited one. So the Kindle Unlimited one is gonna be the 5th season, but I already know that I'm not gonna finish a Kindle book, because those I pretty much take my Kindle and just like read it whenever I have like space between, like when we're like going places in the car or something, or I'm waiting in like a doctor's office or something like that. So I'll pick one more. I'll pick one more physical book, okay? Just to satisfy myself, because getting Kindle Unlimited was a little sad for me. That was a sad pick. Okay, so we're doing one more. But this one is one-word title. My ankles are getting killed by getting up like this. What are some... Ooh. Well, am I gonna read that actually? I don't know if I have time for that. Do I have time to read any of these? You know what? We'll go for it. Alright, the one I immediately looked at was Dune. This was... I looked at Dune because, me and my dad were talking about this, like, this series, a few days ago. So for some reason it just immediately made me think of it, and it's a one-word title, so it's convenient. But it's also like pretty long. It's like over 600 pages. And that also means I have like a lot, like just these three is a lot of reading. Am I realistically going to be able to finish all these? No. But whenever have my TBRs been realistic? Never. I don't have realistic TBRs. I do TBRs for purely my enjoyment. Because picking things out of a jar and picking books off my shelf is fun. That's why I do it. But anyway, real quick, we'll go through, all the books that I picked, just as a recap. Oop, hold on. Okay, so we got Orphea and Eurydice. We got The Kite Runner. We have Song of the Dark. We have Ace of Spades. We got Book Lovers, Dune, Priory of the Orange Tree, The Nightingale, and Blood Over Brighthaven. So, realistically, am I going to be reading, like, any of these books? No. I'm going to be honest. I'm probably not going to be able to read most of these, mostly because of how many, like, the crazy amount of library books that I have to finish. Should I have picked more library books to be on my TBR? Yeah. Do I care? No. I have decided these will be my TBR, even as nonsensical and the absolute unnecessary sheer amount of books that I decided to put on here. I just live for disappointment each month to see how much little I can finish of my TBR. You know, it's just enjoyable. But anyway, this is getting a little bit of a long video, so I'm gonna end it here so I can't ramble any more nonsense out of my mouth, okay? But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video and the absolute nonsense that comes out of my mouth whenever I make one of these, please do make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.